Coucou la communauté des French learners. Today I'm gonna speak in English because today is the motivation break and I interview French learners. You get to know the French journey, the experience of the French learners themselves. So if you want to experience this journey too, if you want to acquire French the natural way, the simple way, go to my website alisayel.com and join us. We have also released a new ebook, Où est Médor, about Marie and Médor. And you can, if you go to my website, you can grab it. There is the ebook and there is the audio too, so you can listen as well.
alisayel.com pour acquérir le français naturellement.
Okay, so today I'm very happy, very excited to welcome Jarno. Did I pronounce it right, Jarno?
Yes, Jarno. That's correct.
Jarno, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay, yes, my name is Jarno and I'm a French learner. And I started learning French about 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a father of 3.
Oh.
I have 3 daughters, and I live in a little village. And yeah,
where? Because that's very interesting.
It's West Finland.
You live in Finland. You are
Finland,
Finnish,
yes.
Jarno.
Yeah, I'm from
and
Finland.
People don't know yet.
yeah, Finland. I'm a Finnish guy. Yes. And
it's very interesting, Jarno, because for me as a French, and I know from other language learners, apparently Finnish is considered to be quite a difficult language. Do you think it's true? Or what? Well, you're Finnish, but what do you think? Because you also have a YouTube channel. We need to mention that. That's very important for any people out there who want to acquire Finnish. You started a YouTube channel for people who want to acquire Finnish, right?
Yes. Finnish is, they say it's a difficult language.
Yes.
And then I have worked with people who want to learn Finnish language, and then when I started myself learning French language, and I found your absolutely brilliant YouTube channel, then I thought you talking about Stephen Krashen methods and comprehensible input things, and then I thought, why not do this similar things, or even give a try, you know. And then I know this Finnish language learners, they actually loved stories and these drawings. Even I can't draw. It's very difficult.
I can't either. Yeah.
but I thought, if I like learning French like naturally, listening stories, by watching your videos and reading stories on your web page, I thought perhaps other people also would like studying Finnish same way, and there I was with this whiteboard and markers and and yeah.
Yes, I watched some of your videos, and you are telling story. So you have the same approach, the natural approach, you are telling stories on the whiteboard. You also have an account on Instagram, right?
Yes, I have. I post there some memes. How you
Yes.
say in English? It's funny.
I'm not sure. In French, meme, des meme.
Meme. We and then some videos, and I even tried TikTok. I made a TikTok account, but no time at the moment to make those videos. But I think it's good to try, even we sometimes fail. Like, but even trying something.
Yes, it's amazing. Yeah, you need to take risks. And it's true, I don't know about the resources available on the internet to acquire Finnish, but I think your resources are great. It's true that also with memes, with the meme, it's a fun way to acquire language, right?
Definitely. I think it's a totally different thing if we think about 10 years ago, or people use them to learn, and I think teachers also use them, somewhere there in the middle of, and,
So I will,
think
I will put the link to your YouTube channel and to your Instagram account in the description for the people who are watching us and who want to acquire Finnish. And Finland is well known also, you know, Jarno, that Finland is well known for its educational system. It's considered the best, one of the best in the world, the school system.
It's amazing.
You think so?
I don't know how.
But I can hear that you acquired English at school, or how did you acquire English?
At school, I think I was 10 years old, third grade.
Okay.
When I started, but I didn't learn English very well at school. But when I got older, after army, I started to study more and listening. The YouTube became bigger.
Yes.
And I noticed that if I want other information, it's good to know English language, because English is everywhere. And then it became kind of naturally in my life. And I even lived in London for a while. I went there, and I worked for a while at the hospital. I was there as a what do you call it? Like a nurse, practical nurse.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were in French un infirmier.
Okay, yeah.
Infirmier is the male word for nurse.
Yeah. So that's my my education. I have worked with children, and disabled children, those children who needs special needs and have problems to learn. And but I've been working in that area for 15 years, many years.
Okay, so you still work as
not anymore. I will tell you later.
Okay.
It's because of French language. So.
Okay, so 3 years ago, you decided to learn French.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
My colleagues was about to go to France to see how in France this educational system helps children with special needs. You know, and I was reading the newspaper at the same time when they talking about going, and my colleague, she knew a little bit French, and then I noticed there was a little ad like, hey, if you want to learn French language, come and join us. You know, these evening schools they offering in my area. And then I was like, okay, French. Perhaps someday I could be also in France. And something happened there, and then I signed up. And I found lovely French teacher from France, yes, from Bordeaux.
Bordeaux, yeah,
Bordeaux,
Bordeaux.
oui. And she had lived many years in Finland. And then I found your channel at the same time.
Yeah.
And we even watched your videos, Marianne Medor videos in our classroom. And my French teacher said, "Oh, this is good. Yeah, lots of good things happened at the beginning, you know, there. It was like a very good things happened. And then the struggle started, like, oh man, it's a French language. How can I learn this language ever?" But the beginning was like woohoo.
It's true, you're right, Jarno. At the start, when you start, you're motivated, it's new. So I guess it's because it's new, you think it's great and it's a great experience. But then, yeah, as time goes on, it becomes a bit more challenging, right?
Definitely. It's like more the more you know, the more it's like difficult, like too much those kind of negative thoughts coming sometimes, like I'm not good at, I can't learn. Even it was really nice at the beginning, but I think it's normal. Whatever we learn or we try to achieve, it's of course it's ups and downs. I think, like, and accepting that and understanding it, then you just can go and accepting those ups and downs. And yeah.
You're right. And I think it's very interesting what you mentioned, that the more you know and the more you feel like, like the more structures you know, the more complicated the structures are. And also you feel that it never ends, right? It's never ending. There is more and more and always more to know. A language is like infinite, right? It has infinite possibilities. So yeah, I understand what you mean. But when you were going to those after evening classes, how many times, how many hours per week did you have those classes?
First it was one time.
One hour.
And
1 hour.
1.5 hours once a week. And then after perhaps 3 months, I took one more. It was 2 times a week.
Wow.
And the first was like a basic kind of grammar things, you know, learning basics. And then the second was interactive, like focusing on speaking and these cultural things and yeah. So yeah, it was kind of nice start and
So when you started the second class, the conversation and cultural class, that's when you started to think that it was hard?
probably, yeah, because I noticed that it's not only filling the empty gaps. Like sometimes it's very hard to know is it like have or could or would like doing
Yes.
this, but when I started to speak and use language more, there were lots of these mixed kind of things, like I can say it this way, but perhaps I can't write same way. When I say, they understand me, but it's not correct. I can't write same way as I say, and then it became a little bit like, oh, is this too much right now for me? But I thought it doesn't matter. I will do it two times a week and try to speak and knowing more, because our French teacher, she speaks Finnish and French, like Finnish very well, but she spoke, of course, French language more in that other class. So yeah.
It's true that there is a difference between writing and speaking. And also what you mentioned, that you get those exercises where you have to fill in the gaps and you have time to think about your answer. Whereas when you speak, you don't really have time to think about what you want to say. Right? And that's the difference. And that's why so many language learners or French learners struggle with speaking, because speaking is really, you don't really have time to speak. You have to be spontaneous. And that's where the struggle starts.
Yeah. But I found it very helpful, because there were, the other people, and when they spoke, I was able to use same kind of phrases after some lady or said something, and I could able to say same thing, and it's very good way to practice and kind of speak naturally, listening your friend and then saying same things and
that's a very good tip, Jarno. Very good tip for people who are watching us and listening to us. Right, your partner, the person you are talking to, you can copy them, right? You can repeat what they say. I use that technique also now in Portugal with Portuguese, because I mix it up with Spanish. I am fluent in Spanish and my brain mixes it up. But then I listen to the person in front of me and I repeat. That's a very good technique. And that's what children do, right? You have children, I have children. They do that too. They repeat what you say.
And it's natural.
Yes.
It's like I have worked many years with different kind of kids and people, and I have noticed that it's kind of, it's like automatically children repeats, like stories, songs we sing. It's like, I don't know how they do that, but I think we have adults, we have same things here, but we have too much other stuff in our lives. So sometimes listening story can be like painful, like no, I want to just take a book and do these exercises, perhaps, but I have even listening nowadays, Marie Medor in Paris, it's so easy, but then I speed up it little bit, like, and then now it feels good, like it's yeah. But many times I have noticed people, they love reading, for example, so and then doing exercises, and it's kind of filling learners' needs. And even I have got feedback on my YouTube channel that people have told me, could you tell something more about Finnish grammar and how it works, and the terminology and names and rules, and then I've been like, I don't know them. I would tell if I knew, but I would rather tell a story about the boy with the bicycle, like
yeah,
or something.
you're right.
Yeah.
We adults feel the need for an explanation, whereas I think the difference with children just want to absorb and copy you. And they don't feel this need for an explanation. And that's right, that some learners, we feel better if we do a grammar exercise or if we get a grammar explanation. But as I explained in my videos in French about the approach, you shouldn't put the horses before the carts. The cart, I think the expression is in English. Ne mets pas la charrue avant les bœufs. First, listen to stories, and then, of course, you can research, you can get grammar explanation, you can do grammar exercises if you want to. I'm not against grammar, but I think it's not very efficient to start straight away with grammar. Is not efficient, I believe.
Yeah, I think how to say, as an adult learner, it's okay if they go like a same way, like grammar and stories and everything. But what we could take from children, like my kids, they love hear same story every evening. They are happy to hear same story, and then they know the story. If you try to fool them when you are tired, you don't. Okay, so let's skip this page.
Yes.
No, Daddy, you have to read it. No, you skipped it. I'm like, no, I wanna sleep. and that's the thing. I think as an adult, we also can benefit when we listening stories. I know it's boring as an adult. It's boring to listening because we know, so we wanna go move on. But if I like see my kids every evening talking about those things, like, read this story 10 times. Okay, 10 times. Okay, same story. Yeah.
But don't you notice that when you listen to the same story over and over again in French, you start to notice and to understand more and more? That's what I've noticed with other languages, with German, with Portuguese, that when I listen to the same story over and over again, at first I just understand the gist. But then I understand more and more words. I notice more and more structures, words. Is it the same for you, Jarno, for French?
Definitely. There are many times when I have listened to your stories, for example, I have this feeling like, oh, I haven't heard this before. Like even I have listening that story perhaps twice, and then it perhaps 1 week after I listen it again, I'm like, oh, did they talk about this? Like, okay, that's interesting. So new things coming, even it's a 10 minutes little story video, but after listening it 2-3 times, the information comes more and more. There are more what there were at the first time, I think.
Yeah. So also it may seem boring to repeat the same story. You in fact understand more and more, you acquire more and more.
Yeah.
I think.
But for me, it's not boring. I don't know. Perhaps it's for some other people. I don't want to say everybody thinks like that. But of course, you know, when you hear the same story a few times, you are like, okay. But there is a, I don't know, is there any kind of research on that subject? But repetition, it's been said that it's good for learners.
Of course, of course. And I think it also depends on the story. If the story interests you, is interesting or is funny to you, then you don't mind repeating it. It's not boring, right? It depends on the story. There are some stories that are more interesting than others to you personally, because we are all different and we have different interests.
And I think that's the one thing, if somebody wants to learn French, like if you like sport or if you like reading or something, if you like bicycles or something, find that subject and check those words, you know, including in that area. So that would be a good kind of boost up your French language, for example. Like if you love baking, you know, or cooking, what's those cooking shows or videos in French language? Like I have watched some of your cooking and baking videos, and even my French teacher, my ex-French teacher, she also had watched those videos, and I when I watched your videos and cooking videos, I know exactly those words you use. You know, when you do something, you make something. But the problem is that we are good at forgetting things.
Yes,
You know,
also,
it's So sometimes I feel immediately after the video or at the same time I should make the same thing. And actually you have those some kind of videos you have where there is actually a bowl and whisk and that.
Yes, it is on the membership, because you are a member, Jarno. You are a member of the on my site, and you're right. I did some videos based on the TPR approach. That's called Total Physical Response. And so I do some actions and I do the gestures, and you watch me and you repeat the gestures. Because when you do the things, you acquire those new structures more efficiently.
Definitely. But interesting, there are lots of possibilities for French learners and then other language learners. I think it's just find the way, in a way, you know, because like I have had these times I have felt like, oh, I don't want to learn anything, and then it takes time and understanding it, and motivation comes back, and even I haven't had motivated, I have still started to learn, and because I have this, I don't want to at marketing anything here, but you know, the books from library,
Oh,
some
great.
French books.
Yeah,
So
that's very
yeah,
interesting for those who are watching us. Yeah,
and
so
I think you
you
know
read
this.
a lot, yeah?
I think you
Ah,
know
yes, of course. Adriana
Adriana
Ramirez
Ramirez.
is a Spanish teacher. She wrote this book in
Yeah,
Spanish and it's been translated in French. C'est moi la
yeah,
mouche.
yeah.
Yes. And have
So
you read it, Jarno?
yeah. It's
And
good.
did you like it? It's about a fly, yeah?
Exactly. Yeah, and this is a, you know, if you are not motivated, if you're so tired, you know,
Yes.
just grab a book and few words,
Mm.
you know, 2-3 minutes, and
Mm.
it's better than nothing. I think
Mm.
like and
Excellent tip. Yeah.
yeah,
So when you
and
were not motivated, Jarno, when you felt like, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore, what did you do? You continued or you had a break?
yeah, I have had a break,
Uh-huh.
but it hasn't been break like 1 week or month or nothing like that, because I have my safe, what do you call it, like
You have a
uh,
routine?
I have a routine. Yeah, I have a routine, but when I'm tired and I don't
Mm.
want to do it,
Mm.
there is this, what do you call it in English?
Mm.
Like you can call your friend, like like,
Ah,
and that's my books. I put my,
ah.
I have my books all over,
Mm.
you know, and I don't put this away. You know, I have my things here,
Yeah.
and I see friends everywhere.
These
so,
are your
so
buddies, right? In English, buddies. That's the word you were looking for, a buddy.
like my friend,
Like a
like
friend, yeah, friend. Yeah.
yeah,
So your
yeah.
books are your friends. Wow, I
You know,
love
in
it.
a way, yeah. Yeah. So it's easy to just grab a book and start reading a little bit, and
Okay.
yeah, and of course, yeah, I don't, yeah, it's just my way to do it, kind of, you
Mm,
know,
mm,
surrounding myself with friends, and little bit like acting, like you know,
mm. Yeah, yeah.
uh, it's, you know, total kind of thing. Yeah,
Mm.
it's
That's a great idea and
yeah,
another great tip for those who are watching us and those who are listening to us on the podcast. Um, Surround yourself with friends, with books. Yeah,
yes,
I really like this idea because reading
yeah,
is so powerful, right? Yeah, I don't know.
definitely.
Mm,
And if somebody thinks time,
mm,
like how many minutes a day,
mm,
or I would say it's not necessary to think time.
mm,
I think the necessary is think to what you do exactly. What do you do?
mm,
It can take 5 minutes or it can take 2 hours. But time is not good way to say. Like somebody can say, I've studied French language 5 years.
mm,
But what does it mean,
mm,
5 years? Does it mean that once a month you read a little bit or you
mm,
were at the school? So time, I don't know. But if you
mm,
read this book in half an hour,
mm,
it's quite a lot.
mm, right.
And yeah. So
Mm,
I don't know. But if you do something in the morning, after work, in the evening,
mm,
5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour,
mm,
if it's something productive.
mm.
So I don't, yeah,
Yeah, I understand what you mean. That the time itself, it's not really the issue, but you have to do it regularly, right?
yeah,
You said you have a routine, like a daily routine. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah. And
so what is your daily routine? Can you tell us a bit about it? Because you are a father, you are busy.
Yeah.
And I think I'm always interested in that for those who are watching us, because we are all busy. And I'm always interested to know how you find the time in your busy life.
Okay. Earlier I told I worked as a nurse with kids, and 3 years ago I started to study French. But about 1 year ago, I decided to focus only on French language, and being as a nurse for many years, I thought I want to change something in my life. Perhaps I could be a student again. Perhaps I could go to university. It would be cool if I could pass the exam. What is in English?
The exam, yeah. The French,
the exam.
The degree, a degree at
university. And I took a test in spring for university here in Finland. And surprisingly, I succeeded. I passed the test. And now I'm a student at the university studying French language, main subject.
Wow, well done. So that's what you wanted to tell me before.
Yeah.
Okay, so you quit. You quit your job, right?
Yeah, my daily job and everything. And I became a full-time student at the university here in Finland. And it's so difficult to get in here in Finland because we have to take this entrance exam. I guess it's in English. And then there are lots of people to try to get in, of course, and then young people after finishing their kind of high school. And I'm 39 years old, father, but I had my routine. I kept up, and
you stuck to your routine.
Yeah, that's the word. Every morning, little bit before work, took my kids to kindergarten and primary school and while I was driving to work, I was listening lots of French radio and podcast and listening your this audiobook, this Kie.
Kie, oui. Written by Carla Tarini, yeah. I know Kie, I did YouTube videos on YouTube about famous French people, right?
Yes.
Kie, yeah. Okay.
Kie. and then I, of course, still went to evening classes, and then Corona came, and all classes were cancelled. But luckily, we had a Zoom, so we had this teletravel.
Yes, like working from home, and you had your classes on Zoom.
Yeah. So after 3 years, I was able to or capable of passing that test to university, and now I've been studying 2 months, and this is my room. This is not my home. This is my student.
Okay.
Room. So I live in
room.
My study room. Yeah, and I have my roommate, Spanish learner. He goes same school like me, to university, and he's studying Spanish. And my other roommate comes from Spain, and I hear a lot Spanish here. so everything is new. Everything is new for me, my family, and it's because of I just wanted to know more about French language, and I noticed that I am able to do it because of you and your videos and your website and everything. That there are lots of things to help or helped me to understand more. And yeah, and it's now I have lovely teachers at the university, French teacher from France, and then Finnish teachers who has studied French at the university and became teachers, French teachers. So there are, it's interesting actually, there are people from France, and those teachers, they have studied Finnish, and they are able to speak Finnish.
Yeah.
And then Finnish teachers who speak French as a second language, and they teach French. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
So at the moment, it's all about grammar. We study grammar a lot at the moment, and then we have this communication class where we speak and use language, but like today we studied COI in grammar things.
Yeah. Le complément d'objet direct, le complément d'objet indirect. Yeah.
Exactly, and transitive verbs and intransitive verbs and many kind of things. And it's like a real thing for me, and I hope I can I can manage. But that's the woe thing in my French career.
Wow.
At the moment.
I'm really impressed. Wow,
yeah,
well done.
Yeah. and now I have a possibility to go to France if I want. This Erasmus exchange program that they're offering.
It will be your first time in France, Jarno? You've been to France already.
I went to Paris. I can't say it in English anymore. It's Paris. 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 But anyway, I spent there 1 week with my wife, and it was nice. And yeah, but it was before Corona. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So you said, so you became a member on my site. I would like to know, really, to get in depth, so people who are watching us can maybe take your techniques, or how do you use my videos, my sessions on the site, the baby stage sessions, or how do you just listen? Do you do something else? Can you tell us a bit?
Yes. First I did baby stage. I watched those 30 videos.
31, yeah.
31 videos. I watched them. And then I think I started to watch infant stage videos.
You just watch the videos. You just watch them,
yeah,
or you do?
No. First, I just watched the videos.
Okay.
And then I went back, and I didn't watch all baby stage videos, but I choose some of those videos, and then I watch the video, and then I listen it. There is the reading thing, you know.
Yes, the script, yeah.
The script. I listening it, and there is the male voice. It's a different voice than your, and it's good. And then I check the words. There's this word list.
Yes.
And I use the different speed. And I did these kind of little things, you know. After listening some baby stage video, watching that video, and then listening the story and checking the words and those words that were highlighted.
Yes, these are the words that are translated into English. I chose English as the lingua franca, the common language, as we know. But I know there are members from all over the world, like you, whose English is not your mother tongue, but I used English. And you're right, the audio has different speeds. My husband is the voice.
Oh, it's your husband. Okay.
Behind
I thought it could be your husband. Yeah.
And you can, you can speed up, because that's right. That's when my husband reads or when I speak at a slower pace, because it is a course designed for beginners. But then when you are becoming more proficient, you can speed up and listen to like a more normal speed.
And now I'm on infant stage.
Great, well done.
There's 19th or 18th video. No.
Yes.
Waiting more videos.
There will be again 10 more to do like the baby stage, 30 videos, and then we will start the teen stage, and in the teen stage I hope to do more communication, conversation.
I really love the way how you teach. Like it's everything you tell first, you find in the story, you find, you know, it's good way to build up that kind of, you know, the video.
Yeah, you're right. First I explain the structure or a verb, and then I tell a story.
And I love that you explain things in the French language.
It's only in French.
I think,
you're right.
Because I think it would be easy to explain quickly in English.
Yes.
You know, but I love that there is no English at all, because it's good to, as a learner, it's good to also learn how to explain something, how to say, using synonyms and things like that.
You're right. Yeah, because when you are in a real situation in France, or you might not know all the words, or you might forget about a specific word, and it's good to train to be able to explain something if you don't know the word, because you might not have a dictionary at hand all the time. So it's really useful, to be able to explain something with other words, you know, in the language.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And hey, one wow thing. I have a second wow thing. What happened on Tuesday, this week on Tuesday?
Yeah.
I think you know this TV5, this French channel. This
yes. TV5 is a French channel.
Channel, and they are making Syria in Finland at the moment.
Okay.
And they came to our university. And the video camera guy came to our class. We had this translation class where we translated 3 famous French movies these synapses, these introductions from French to Finnish, and he came there and and interviewed our teacher, and our teacher spoke French and explained things. Yeah.
Oh.
And it was like what? Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. But we were like ça va, ça va.
So
don't ask anything. Don't ask anything. Ask questions to teacher.
So do you know what's the name of this? Is it a documentary? It's a documentary.
Oh, it's a Francophone. What was the? Perhaps I can put the link. I can send you a private
I'm
message.
interested to see. It's on Channel 5, I know. Yeah, but the name of this documentary.
I can. Yeah. I can
watch it. I know in France we get lots of documentaries, as I told you, about Finland and its school system, like how good it is and how.
Yeah. So it was quite interesting thing.
Yes, wow.
But it's it's like amazing to see the older students. They telling stories. They've been 1 year in France and studying there, and how they have acquired French language naturally, and they are telling that don't be worried, because you are not native French speaker, you are Finnish language native Finnish speaker. So at the university it's time to learn lots of other things than speaking, like that it's not only speaking, well, it's language, it's I don't know, sorry, my English, I can't explain.
No, I see totally what you mean. Language is more than just speaking, you're right. Language is much more than that. It's also the culture, the way of thinking, so many things.
And here, like, we're talking about a lot about how, like, Finnish teacher at the university, they saying always to us, but when they speak French to us, they use vous. And it's funny because in Finland we don't use vous like in Finnish
it doesn't
language.
exist. It's like in English. There is just one.
We have vous. We have the polite version, of course. But at school it's so relaxed. Like it does. Teachers say like you there, you come here. But when they speak French language, then they use vous because they are polite.
Yes.
And it's it's weird thing, and they are today our teacher said, it's complicated. I when I speak French to my colleagues, we use vous. But when we speak Finnish, we use tu all the time, like.
That's a cultural difference, right?
That's the thing. And my ex French teacher, she's older, and she said to me, she used vous with her sister, even but it's vous. It's natural for them. They don't say tu. They say vous.
I use vous with my parents-in-law. I don't, although I know them very well, but I still use vous.
And many kind of things.
Thank you so much, Jarno. That is fascinating, really.
It was my pleasure.
I'm so happy to have you in this Motivation Break series. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. To finish this interview, is there something you want to say to French learners, language learners out there? A quote, or you had also a books, maybe you want to recommend a book?
Yeah, I think this book is quite nice.
Okay, Easy French Reader. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will put the title and the author in the description of the video. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you mentioned La Mouche by Adriana Ramirez, which is a nice little reader. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this book.
Yeah.
And I think you know, as a learner, we need a routine. You know, and remember that honeymoon is over sometimes when you start learning a language.
Honeymoon is over. I like it.
Yeah, and then you have to, you know.
You have to keep it. You have to stick to the routine. Yeah, you have to be disciplined, right? And to stick to a routine.
Yeah, and of course, self-reflection is good. Reflecting, like understanding what doing, like, and making. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know.
No, I think that's great to end this motivation break. I'm sure people who are watching us, who are listening to us on the podcast, to listen to the podcast, also go to my site, alisael.com. I'm sure those people are going to be motivated to keep to their routine, to stick to their routine.
Yeah, because everything is possible.
Like, yes, it is possible. Anyone
you can find
do
yourself studying at the university.
Yes, like Jarno. Put in the comments, write in the comments if you are also studying French at the university, like Jarno, if you change career paths, if you had a drastic change in your life, put in the comments. That's going to be interesting. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup, Jarno. C'était passionnant. Merci, je suis vraiment très heureuse. C'est la première fois, the first time, la première fois que j'invite un Finlandais. Donc, c'est génial. Merci. Et also, remember, if you want to acquire Finnish, go and check out Jarno's channel, YouTube channel. I will put the link in the description.
There are lots of videos to watch.
And you made lots of videos, lots of great stories. Merci beaucoup. Ok, alors merci et à bientôt. Bon courage, as we say in French. Bon courage à l'université, oui.
Merci.
Au revoir.